What up guys, Miguel here from Gigatech, and if you checked out our video on the Sounarc K1, you know that Sounarc is a brand that makes some loud and powerful auditory listening hardware, such as portable party speakers and earphones that give end users a good balanced soundstage with some nifty features. All for relatively affordable prices. In this video, they sent over not one, not two, but three speakers, two from their party speaker lineup, namely the A3 Pro and M1 Karaoke speakers, and the P2, a much more affordable speaker that doubles down on the essentials for its cost without the fancy karaoke features. Stick around if you want to find out more. Alright, let's get box contents out of the way. Apart from the speakers themselves, all three come with 3.5mm auxiliary and USB Type-A to C cables for wired listening and charging, respectively. The A3 Pro and M1 come from the Karaoke Party line of Sounarc's portable speakers, so these two units also come with two wireless microphones and remote controls. Moving over to the build and construction of all three. Some of you may have already noticed that all three speakers have a sense of ruggedness in their design, from rubberized buttons and seals to metal carrying loops and Allen bolts. This is because all three of them feature IP ratings for protection against the elements when bringing them around. The Sounarc P2 gets an IPX5 water resistance rating, while the M1 and the A3 Pro feature IPX6, which should definitely protect them from accidental splashes of water and the rain. Please do not try to submerge any of these speakers in a pool. Those of you who do will surely regret it. For I/O, all units get 3.5mm auxiliary ports, a USB Type-A port for USB playback, and microSD card slots for playback as well. The Sounarc P2 is the only one from the three that you cannot use as an emergency power bank. The M1 and the A3 Pro feature orange accented Type-A ports to indicate its hybrid use for charging your phone or the included wireless microphones those units come with. The A3 Pro also gets extra inputs behind its rubber seal. It features a headphone jack and two TS or tip sleeve ports for a guitar or wired microphones. Before we move on to button layouts, I wanted to point out that the biggest boy A3 Pro here also features a shoulder strap, and that both the M1 and the A3 Pro speaker grills are also woven, in contrast to the standard normie speaker grill we have on the P2, which is probably why this thing has a lower IP rating. Starting with the A3 Pro, as it has the most complete button layout of the bunch. First is the power button that also doubles as the control button to toggle between the preset RGB profiles for the lighting on the sides. And yes, Sounarc's wireless microphones are cross-compatible with their karaoke party speaker lineup. Then we get buttons to lower or raise the microphone's reverb, and next to those are the buttons to adjust the volume of the microphones themselves. Below all those is the M button, that's short for mode, which allows us to toggle between Bluetooth, auxiliary, USB, or microSD card for playback. Followed by the EQ button, which has three modes, namely 3D surround sound mode, stereo sound mode, and extra bass mode. We usually just leave this thing off during casual use, but to each their own. And finally, we got media playback buttons in the form of player pause, volume up, and volume down. The M1's button layout is power, mode, EQ, player pause, volume up and down, and this new one here in the middle, which we can utilize if we have another Sounarc M1 in the room to output left and right audio channels independently from each other, virtually turning both like M1s as like a left and right stereo setup. The button also doubles as the microphone pairing button, which we can activate by holding down for 2 seconds. Either way, the M2 also features a remote where users get access to all functions. It's also worth mentioning that the M2 is the only one of the bunch that features illuminated buttons, which I think was pretty cool. This little guy features only the essentials, as again, this isn't from their karaoke party speaker lineup, so all we get is power, player pause, and volume control. And just like the M1, end users can pair P2s together as it also features stereo pairing. The P2 is also the only one that features Bluetooth 5.3, with the A3 Pro and M1 getting Bluetooth 5. For battery, starting off with the Sounarc P2, it features a 1500 mAh cell that can last 15 hours of playback at 50% volume, and takes 2.5 hours to charge from 0 to 100%. The M1 gets a hefty 8000 mAh battery that lasts 15 hours at 50% volume and 8 hours when using it for karaoke. Charging time takes 6 hours starting from 0%. The A3 Pro, on the other hand, gets a massive 24,000 mAh battery, promising 20 hours of playback at 50% volume, and charges up from 0 in 8 to 9 hours. The included microphones for the M1 and A3 Pro are each powered by 1800 mAh cells, and charging each one takes about 2 to 3 hours. Everything I just mentioned, including the microphones, charge via USB Type-C. Moving over to sound quality, the Sounarc sound profile has always been tuned very balanced dynamically, with hefty preservation of lows, mids, and highs. Clarity can sometimes leave more desired at times, but loudness at higher volumes make up for it with not too much distortion. This is with any karaoke features and EQ modes turned off, by the way, and that's a pretty good generalization of what we get across the board here. The Sounarc P2 features 10-watt stereo drivers, and they pack a good punch for its size. It does feature a little subwoofer here in the middle, but if you wanted heftier sounding bass, that's why we have the M1 here to move up to. The Sounarc M1 features 80-watt stereo drivers with a bigger woofer in the middle as well, behind this woven fabric grill, which gives the bass a more full sound in a wider soundstage. Lastly, the Sounarc A3 Pro sports 160-watt stereo drivers formed in 2 mid-tweeters and woofers. And of course, the big boy is what you'd want in larger gatherings. But enough talking, let's record some simple sound tests between the 3 speakers, just so all of you watching can get a better idea for your reference how each speaker sounds.
Imagine sun shining, pink clouds in the sky, and everything is right. Imagine sun shining, pink clouds in the sky, and everything is right. Imagine sun shining, pink clouds in the sky, and everything is right.
The Sounarc P2 portable speaker will set you guys back 899 pesos, officially distributed by Transmart, which is the mother brand of Sounarc. And I do think it's a steal. It would totally make a nice gift if you needed a portable Bluetooth speaker to give to someone, and the output from the 10-watt drivers is more than decent for its size. Also, with Bluetooth 5.3 on board, connection distance is great. I just wish it also doubled as a power bank like the other speakers in this video. The Sounarc M1 karaoke party speaker, this middle one of the 3, is priced at 5,399 pesos, which is a big leap from 899 pesos. But we do get access to karaoke features, and it comes with 2 wireless microphones. And they get much louder and also double as a power bank, which is sick. Furthermore, with a battery at 8,000 milliamp hours, it's still airplane hand carry safe. Finally, the Sounarc A3 Pro is a big boy, and big boy portable karaoke speakers get big boy pricing at 8,499 pesos, which makes it about 500 pesos more expensive than the K1 from the other video. I do think that the K1's mini boombox form factor was cooler because it featured like a handle over here. But the K1 outputs at 150 watts while this A3 Pro is at 160 watts. So if you crave loudness for a big group, the Sounarc A3 Pro is it. Again, all these speakers are available locally from Transmart and direct from the Sounarc official website. Anyways, that's about it for this video. What did you guys think of the Sounarc P2, the Sounarc M1, and the Sounarc A3 Pro? Would you consider picking any of these up? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoyed this video or found it informative or fun, be sure to smack that like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell icon so you get notified of our future uploads. Be sure to visit yukatech.com and follow us on our socials. That's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this has been Miguel, and I will see you in the next one.